Okay, so here we are taking a look at problem number 8 on page 29, speed made good. The question says at 13:18 you depart Watch Hill Light. At 14:39 you arrive at the entrance of West Gap at Point Judith Harbor of Safe Refuge. What was your speed made good? So speed made good, first thing I like to do is draw a triangle, the D street triangle, or daylight savings time, distance, speed, time. I determine what formula I need. The answer is speed. What is the speed made good? So the formula for finding speed is distance divided by time equals speed. I write those words, distance divided by time equals speed, because that kind of tells me the steps to solving the problem. Find the distance, find the time, come up with the speed. So distance, how do I find the distance? Well, I simply find the two places on the chart. Here's Watch Hill Point, okay, and here is West Gap, Point Judith. So I'm going to open my dividers to a nice round number. I'll use 5. Okay, use whatever number you want. Okay, here's 5 miles. All right, so I'm going to track in a relatively straight line. Okay, to Point Judith. So I've got 5, 10, 15, plus whatever this number is. Okay, plus looks like 1.2. So I'm going to call that 16.2 miles. All right, so 16.2 miles is my distance. So I'm going to put distance here, 16.2 divided by the time. Well, they gave me the time in the problem. This is number 8. So they gave me 13:18. And they gave me 14:39. I like to put the big number on top. Okay, and every time I use time, I change the hours and minutes into hours, excuse me, and tenths of an hour. So the hours aren't going to change, 14 point something, 13 point something. Okay, now I simply take the minutes, okay, 39 minutes, and I divide them by 60. And that comes up with 0.65. Okay, so I've got my decimal point, 65. And I've got 18 minutes, so 18 minutes, divide them by 60, and that gives me 0.3. So now I simply do the math, I subtract to come up with my travel time. I've got 3 and 1.35. So I can plug 0.35 into the problem. So I've got 16.2 divided by 1.35. So 16.2 divided by 1.35 equals 12. So my speed is 12 knots. I look to see if I have an answer. There it is, 12 knots. All right, so if you simply do a good job of plotting the two places, measuring the distance accurately, converting your time accurately, okay, notice I always use the first 2 decimals. I don't round up or down on the time. Okay, if the calculator says 14.65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I just use the first 2 decimals as they appear, because I know that these problems, that they use the first 2 decimals without rounding. So that's what I would suggest when you make your time calculations. All right, so again, that's problem number 8. The answer should be delta.